someone or some people have violated your boundaries, and Spirit has had enough. We are not explaining anymore. We are beyond the explaining phase. We are now enforcing, okay? You have set your boundaries and set your boundaries and set your boundaries. And yet, this person or these people are still overstepping. They're still overstepping. And Spirit has had enough, okay? No is a complete sentence. And I say that a lot in my reads because it's true. No period is a complete sentence. Okay, so I'm picking up this energy of many of you have had a person or people, family, lover, friend, coworker, whoever resonates for you, recently reach out to you. And it, if you're watching this and when it's posted, it is Mercury retrograde, right? But of course, my readings are timeless. But so they've reached out to you, whether that's like a voicemail or a, they tried to call you or sent you an email, or they could have showed up at your work or like anywhere they thought that you would be, they showed up or something like that. And you're like, hey man, what's going on? I clearly set a boundary. Or you could have not seen this person in like a year or 5 years or 10 years or even up to 20 years. And then all of a sudden this person's like reaching out to you and you're like, hey man, I've got you blocked on all of social media. You're blocked in my phone. Like, how in the world did you get through, right? And Spirit's protecting you too, right? So it's like, how in the world did you get through? But here's the thing of it. First of all, it's disrespectful because you've obviously set boundaries and you obviously had to protect yourself emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually from this person, and Spirit is protecting you as well. So on all levels, this is very, very disrespectful. And many of you are extremely emotional about this. You could be emotional, or you could just be like, hey, here we go again. Like my family's reaching out to me, even though I cut them off 20 years ago, or my ex is reaching out to me, even though I cut them off, or we divorced 5 years ago. So the past is circling back, and the message that I'm getting is we have to enforce those boundaries. So if you're not enforcing boundaries, you're being called to. You're being called to say no, mean no, and stand on it. Yeah. Welcome to Don't Dim to Fit In. I'm Maggie, and I'm so glad you're here. Spirit, what else do we need to know for our highest and greatest good? Yeah, it's a serious message about boundaries, especially if this is resonating with you and you recently got a call, an email, a letter, a knock on the door, whatever it is. Stick around because this is for you. Yeah, it's time to really stand firm on those boundaries, okay? You might have to tell them again, but you might, I don't know. We're going to get some advice here from Spirit, but okay, what's going on? It's kind of like the audacity of this person, these people. It's like, how many times do you have to say it before it just blatantly becomes disrespectful? Do you have to like rent a plane and put it up in the sky? Like, I don't want to talk to you. You hurt me. Like, do healing work. Like, what do you got to do? You know what I mean? It's like, geez. Yeah, some of you are very emotional, and like what I'm really getting is like you're pissed off. Y'all are mad. You're like, leave me alone. It's like they're trying to disturb your peace. And Spirit's like not having it. Spirit's like, no, you're not gonna disturb their peace. They did a lot of healing and you're not disturbing their peace. No. Yeah, we've got anchor, stability. You are stable. Stable. Probably for the first time in your life. You are stable, got a stable job, stable by yourself, independent, healthy, happy, whole, maybe stable in a new relationship with someone who, I don't know, knows how to treat you, that kind of thing. Yeah. Some of y'all are in the Navy. Thank you for your service. Or in the military, any branch of the military, but I'm getting Navy and Coast Guard, so they're trying to come in after all this time and just knock you down. Like they want to mess up your stability. No. No. You don't get to do that. Nope. Yeah, we've got lotus flower, enlightenment. Number 27, you could be born in 1972. Enlightenment. You are too high vibrational for this. You know that they don't have good intentions. Like, oh, okay, my cousin from 15 years ago is hitting me up. I know they're trying to manipulate me. I know they're trying to like knock me off my square or whatever. They're trying to like confuse me or derail me from my purpose, or just, you know, they want me to stray off my path. You know this is, you're like, you're too smart for this. You're too enlightened for this. Yeah. It's like, not only is it disrespectful, but it's like it's annoying, but what is the word? It's like condescending, because you're like, do they really think I'm gonna fall for this? Do they really think that I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm so glad that you reached out to me after 15 years, cousin Billy. Thank you so much. Bye. I mean, come on. They don't know how enlightened you are, collective. Yeah, we've got endings. Look at this. Number 29. Could be born in 1992 as well. Look at this. Endings. Skull. You clearly shut the door, because on this anchor card, there's a door. You shut the door on that, whatever that chapter was back there. You ended it with that person, those people, whether it's family, an ex-lover, or a friend who stabbed you in the back, who threw the book at you, who didn't treat you well. You cut them out of your life for a reason, to protect yourself, to protect your safety, your mental health, your vibration. You ended it so you could heal. And now they want to come back around? I don't think so. During Mercury retrograde? I don't think so. You're too enlightened for this. Yeah. With water at the bottom, definitely. Some of y'all are in your feelings about it, but Spirit's like, just say no. Just stand on your boundaries. Yeah. But you're definitely using your intuition. I do see 11 on this card. It's on the calendar. Yeah, you've grown from this ending too. It was like they were holding you back from your healing. You couldn't grow until you ended this. See this skull right here? There's a plant growing out of it. You couldn't grow until you got them out of your life. And now they want to come back around. Why? Why? Were they there when you were going through the dark night of the soul? Were you there? Were they there when you couldn't get out of bed? Were they there when you didn't have any money in your gas tank? When you weren't eating because you didn't have any money for food? No, they sure as hell weren't there. No, they weren't. You had to heal by yourself. You had to figure it out by yourself. They didn't care when they were stabbing you in the back, did they? No, that's why you ended it. Now you're stable. and they want to come back around because they see you're stable and they want some of your stability. I mean, it's like, you're too smart, you're too enlightened for their BS. I'm just going to say it like that. Okay? Yeah. All right, let's get some tarot. But those boundaries, you got to make sure that you are standing on those boundaries, collective. I'm going to keep saying it because that's what this whole reading's about. Not just like, hey, you're violating my boundaries. So I'm like, you got to enforce that. You got to enforce it. Maybe enforcing it is not responding, reblocking. I don't know. We're going to find out, though. Don't react. Respond. I'm not trying to react out here out of anger, right? All right, Spirit. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Yeah, I'm looking at this lotus flower, and y'all have heard me say this before, but the lotus flower really, it starts off growing in just the muck and the mud and all the yuckiness. But despite everything, it has to like fight and get up out of the mud to grow and grow and grow, and then it turns into something amazingly beautiful. Amazingly beautiful. And then everyone's like, oh my God, look at the lotus flower. It's incredible. It's beautiful. And then they want to pick it. And the lotus flower's like, hey man, it took me forever to get out of the mud. Don't come and just pick me. Leave me alone. I want my peace. Jeez. Yeah. This is definitely family. Your family's trying to circle back because they see that you have abundance. And they see that you're happy and you're stable. Yeah, and they don't want to be left out in the cold anymore because you looking real good out here, collective. You're looking real happy. You're looking real stable. And they don't want to be left out in the cold anymore, even though they're the ones that put themselves there by hurting you and betraying you in the first place. Oh yeah, I'm getting real feisty right now. That's the energy though. Yeah, we got the King of Cups in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. They were hella immature with you, okay? And mean and sarcastic and rude and disrespectful. They did not treat you well at all. And this is why you had to cut them off. This is why you had to end things with them, because they were just holding you back from ascension, from your spiritual awakening. Heck, you could have had your spiritual awakening because of these people. They're very immature, emotionally abusive, emotional vampires, spiritual vampires for sure. Emotional manipulators. Heavy emotional manipulation here, collective. Heavy. Yeah, you had to walk away. Look at this 8 of Cups at the bottom. You had to walk away from everything that no longer served you. Your higher purpose, for your mental health. Yeah, you had to get rid of all this toxic stuff. Yeah, they were holding back your creativity. Probably stealing your ideas or wanting to steal your ideas, taking your light. You've got the Knight of Swords. Yeah, they wanted to steal your new beginning, but you're speaking out on it. You're speaking your truth of what really happened back there. Good for you, collective. You're being real brave. They're controlling, manipulative. You could be dealing with a bunch of narcs, a family of narcs. I'm not a doctor or a therapist. Keep that in mind. But this is very controlling. Emperor in reverse. Mentally. They want to rush in. They want to manipulate you. Your mindset. They want to manipulate you and take away your stability. Perhaps make you feel bad about something, like someone's sick or someone's not doing well. I don't know if they're sick or if they're like, they have some sort of addiction that they need treated, or it's something to do with like making you feel guilty, but you don't have to feel guilty. You can say no. Like, you don't want anything to do with it. Like, no, I have boundaries up. The answer is no. Like, I wish you good luck. I wish you love and light, but it's a no. There's nothing wrong with protecting your stability. There's nothing wrong. And that's not just money, right? Your stability is like your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, your joy, your peace, all of that. That's all stability, okay? That it's not just like money in your bank account or gas in your vehicle or paying your mortgage or your rent. It's much bigger than that. What else, Spirit? Tell me more about these past people trying to come in. Tell me more. These could be people who are like, I'm seeing 72, 61. These could be older people as well. I'm also seeing 16, 27, and 29. So, I mean, obviously it can be younger people, older people, whatever. But all I'm saying is that they're very immature. So, immaturity has no age, really. You know, I mean, it can be a 61-year-old person who is extremely emotionally immature, who manipulates a lot, who plays mind games, who tries to make you feel crazy and you're not, who's very, very manipulative, who also didn't apologize to you for what they did, but they think they can just circle back and come into your life. Huh? No, that's not how it works. Okay, Spirit, anything else? Thank you. Yeah, if you want nothing to do with the drama. They want to cause drama. They want to come in and cause drama. You want nothing to do with it. And they want to be controlling, right? But you want nothing to do with it. The Five of Wands is in reverse. You don't want any part of this. They want to come in and mess with your peace. They want to disturb your peace. Yeah. Four of Cups. They want to disturb your peace. They want to cause drama. They want to get you depressed and like in your head. Like, hey, should I really have taken that call? Should I have answered that email? Should I have talked to them? Should I have answered the door? No. Stand on your boundaries. They're watching you. Okay. You can have them blocked on everything. They have fake accounts and they're watching you. Okay? Or they're getting other people to watch you. They have not moved on and they want your attention. Page of Swords in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Six of Wands. So they want your attention. They're thinking a lot about you. They're thinking about how to get into your life. And they've been watching you for a long time. It's not working, though. It's not working, though. They're very resentful. Yeah. You're not going to give up your independence and your stability for drama and immaturity. You have this enlightenment. You're too grown for this. You're too enlightened for this. Spirit knows this. That's why Spirit is saying, stand on your boundaries. 100% stand on your boundaries, okay? I'm going to get a couple of these cards and then we'll probably close it out. Yeah, they're definitely stalking you. Whatever platform you're on, they are watching you. I don't care how many times you block them, they have a fake account and they're watching you. And that's not to like scare you in any way, or like there's no fear here. It's just they're just watching you. They want to see how they can come in. Yeah, unclear boundaries. They're gonna say that they don't. They're gonna play dumb, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, I didn't know about the boundaries, or I got mixed signals about your boundaries. I didn't know that that's what that meant." Blah blah blah. So they're gonna play dumb. Be prepared for that. But it's just an act. Again, immaturity, Page of Cups reversed. They're just playing dumb. Yeah, red flags. This is the red flags card. Be careful of these people. They're mental manipulators. Okay? Warning signs, don't ignore your intuition. Huge red flags here. Be aware. Payback. They could be wanting to get revenge on you. Consequences returning, karma cycle goes around, comes around, time to settle accounts. So they could be receiving their karma right now, and then they look at you and they're like, well, how come Collective's not getting karma? Well, what they don't understand is that you've already gone through what you needed to go through back there. You've gone through your karma, and now you're going through your dharma, and it's time for them to go through their karma. And they just don't understand. They're not spiritually aware like that. So they don't understand that they're getting exactly what they're putting out, they're getting back, right? What goes around comes around. So they just want to come in again to mess up your peace, your stability, your 10 of Cups. Whatever you got going on, they want to throw a big old monkey wrench in it. Get it to stop working, but... So this reading should be confirmation for what you're already intuitively feeling. And it's a warning for some. Make sure you're practicing your self-care. Recharge emotionally, get sleep, drink your water, tea, whatever. Yeah, make sure you're setting time aside for yourself. That really, truly does matter. Yeah. So they could reach out to you and then completely ghost you, right? I don't know. Maybe some of them are like, they have a moment, or maybe they're drinking or something. They reach out to you and they're like, oh no, I shouldn't have done that. And then they just ghost you. Or Spirit could be saying, don't answer them. Just don't answer them. If you have them blocked and you were very clear and you're like, no, I'm not talking to them. This is not good for me. This is not safe for me. Don't answer them. Okay, we've got payday, financial rewards, money rolling in. Yeah, so they see you getting abundance. This could also be why they're coming back around. I told you, you're looking real good out here, collective. Could be about the money, honey. Yeah. Some of them just want money. But it's toxic. Toxic love. Yeah. Harmful attachment, addictive patterns. This is toxic. This is very toxic and it's not good for you. Keep those boundaries nice and high. Yeah, this is a crossroads for you. You are unbothered. You bounce back after whatever this was. You're living a good life. Spirit wants you to trust the signs because this whole thing was divine intervention. Keep those boundaries. Again, do not lower your standards. Do not lower your boundaries. Yeah. Keep your money to yourself. I mean, I know a lot of you are very kind and you want to give money and stuff, but don't do that. The minute you give even a small amount, they're gonna take. Yeah. You learned your lesson with these people, this person, and Spirit wants you to speak your truth with no filter. Because these people are just chasing clout. They just want your money. They want your position. They want attention and clout. That's it. Speak your truth. These people are toxic. Yeah. They want what you have because you're successful, you're stable, you're doing the damn thing, you're enlightened. Yeah. It's disgusting. Speak your truth. Stand on your boundaries. I'm getting one more before we close this out. Spirit, advice for the collective, please. More advice for the collective. Closing energy. Closing energy. These people need to put some respect on your name. They need to understand that you are highly favored and highly protected. Yes. What is the closing energy, please, Spirit? Closing message. No is a complete sentence, but also no means no. They need to get it through their head, their spirit, and their soul. Harmony. Number 6. 6th house could be significant. Harmony. So what I'm getting with this harmony card is harmony, you with spirit or your higher power, whoever you resonate with. Not you with these people, okay, that you have boundaries with, you in your life right now. Now this could be like if you are with someone right now, this could be you and your partner. But this is you with your higher self. You with your higher self, you with your angels, your ancestors, you with spirit. Harmony within yourself, okay? Maintain harmony and balance. Maintain your stability. However you do that, whether that's meditating, praying, going for a walk, being in nature, hiking, playing music, listening to music, whatever that is. Stay in harmony with yourself, okay? And hold your boundaries, because we have deception and envy. These people are 100% trying to come in and deceive you because they're jealous. They're jealous of your foundation, your stability, your achievements, and they're trapped in fear. Just hold on to your passion and have harmony within yourself. Okay. That was your reading. I hope that it was helpful. Remember, don't dim to fit in, shine bright, and live true. And I will see you in the next video.